Good morning, it's Barbara. It is morning, but it is warm and muggy outside. But I'm going out there anyway, what the heck. My dog, as soon as I sat down, she started barking. Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. Yeah, not a gorgeous day, but I'll be fine if I could have a little bit of a breeze. I won't be spending too much time out here, I don't expect, except that Aura's having a physical therapy session today, and the routine for that is I sit out here with the dogs, Dennis stays inside with his mother and the physical therapist. This is a new guy coming we haven't met before, so he's in charge of the physical therapy, Dennis. I'm in charge of the dogs. Seems fair. Anyway, yeah, so it's morning. God for no. Lately, I've been not making it in the morning. I told you yesterday I got an amazing, wonderful present in the mail from Lisa in Ireland. I guess County Dublin, not necessarily Dublin City, but maybe. I don't know. I know her address, but I'm not telling it to you. Anyway, she sent me a don't you just feel like you want to have a conversation with him or her? And a wonderful, wonderful newsy letter, and that made me so happy. I can't remember the last time I got like a letter, notes, okay, but a letter. She made me some fingerless mitts. Aren't they beautiful? You can't really see the different colors in the yarn. Maybe you can there a little bit. Browns and blues, and it's, very flecky. And so this says, this yarn is made with wool from Ireland's native sheep, the Galway, which is both rare and protected. The fleece has been transformed with care to create a very special textile. Cushendale is the 6th generation woolen mill in Kilkenny. Our small, passionate team use revered methods and exceptional craftsmanship to make a sustainable, lifelong yarn and textile. This is a bit rustic, but my hands are not sensitive. And she sent me the rest of the skein too. Isn't that sweet? Anyway. And they fit me perfectly. Oops. I guess I have a short thumb. There we go. Oh, they're so gorgeous. So gorgeous. Cable. Ugh, beautiful. Thank you, my dear. And then it's like a surprise package. Oh, in a beautiful, beautiful bag by my cottage number 9. She tells me about everything in this thing. I think it's my cottage number 9. Hold on. Yes, my cottage number 9. You can see why I wasn't quite sure. But this is really gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Perfect size for a 1 or 2 skein project. And then she sent me this beautiful yarn, the Moon and Sixpence hand-dyed yarn. The Moon and Sixpence, and the color is fudge. 85% merino, 15% nep, Donegal nep. Unfortunately, I'm not really in. There you go. Isn't that beautiful? It's a little shinier than is looking. I mean, it looks really good on my side because this sun. Let me see if I can show you how beautiful that is. Anyway, it is really, really stunning and soft as butter. Ugh, gorgeous. So I am thinking cowl. It might inspire me to actually knit more. Then in here is a bamboo face cloth. Everything in here is Irish. It's so much beautiful, beautiful, soft, silky, you know, bamboo. Gorgeous. I love these bags. So this is a, you know, one of those, you put this in your purse, it doesn't take up any room. And, oh, and you could hook it to your whatever key. And then when you go to New Jersey Sheep and Wall and buy something, then and it's a bag. I haven't taken it apart. I'm afraid I'm not going to get it back together so easily. Of course, I haven't taken anything apart yet. Then some beautiful earrings. It is a little bit of a coincidence, I'll say. But these beautiful earrings that she made me out of beautiful yarn. Can you see that? I'm in the shade and I'm not. Maybe you'll be able to see when I put them in. But anyway, they go with my dress. This is the dress I took from my mom's closet. Who knew? Perfect. Thank you, my dear. Really perfect. And because of my list making, I think the first thing on the list is going to be find my other list pads. I have list pads. I don't know where they are. Wacky Woolies, Ireland. Look at these sheep. Aren't they cute? Well, I do have, oh, and it includes a free pen. I do have, I just heard a branch go down next door, but I don't think it hit the barn. Look how cute. Love, love, love. So this is a little frame, and then she did the winding. Perfect. And here are the Wacky Woolies. And you pick the one you want. I got crazy. I got happy, and lucky. Anyway, I will be starting my things to do before OBX list and my things to bring to OBX list. I have cleared the table. Oh, the pen doesn't go in. Oh, it goes in this way. I have cleared the table and am starting to put the things that we're taking to OBX on the table, you know, as I think of something and we're not going to use it in the next month. There's Maisie. I put it on the table. Like, I've just been washing towels, and I washed all the beach towels because I use the beach towels to with my knitting, you know, to get the water out of my knitting and stuff and use them for blocking and things. So I washed all the beach towels, so they'll be ready and they'll go on the table, that kind of thing. And Vicky bought a puzzle for the family, all Hershey's candies and things, because Dennis was born in Hershey. Aura grew up right next to Hershey. His grandmother worked in not Hershey. She worked for King Cup, another candy company. Lots of candy companies in that area because Hershey was the only source of chocolate in the United States. So all the candy companies were right around Hershey. Anyway, it's a big 1,000-piece puzzle, which is a no-no in the Outer Banks. Everybody's like, no, we don't want it that. But they do like 7 puzzles in the week. And there's always at least more than one going. Sometimes 3, usually just 2. So I don't see why one of them can't be 1,000 pieces. And apparently Vicky thought the same. So anyway, she had it sent here. It's going on the table. I'm starting my lists. And then I'm going to start a life list, which is find my other lists. Pads. Oh, but very cute. And last but not least, this is going next to my chair. A worry stone. Why worry? There are only things to worry about. Either you are well or you are sick. If you are well, then there's nothing to worry about. But if you are sick, there are two things for you to worry about. Either you get well or you will die. Oh my gosh. If you get well, then there is nothing to worry about. If you die, well, then there are two things to worry about. Either you go up or down. If you go up, then there's nothing to worry about. If you go down, you'll be so busy shaking hands with old friends, you won't have time to worry. 900 million year old Connemara marble. 900-year-old Connemara marble. A worry stone. I can see myself just spending some time with my worry stone. Oh, so soft and cool. Anyway, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous package from Lisa. And I really, really appreciate it. Needless to say, as you could all understand why, this made my day. It made my week. It was so nice. And it is inspiring. And I needed new gloves because I gave them our new fingerless mitts because I gave the ones that I made to my mother-in-law. And I needed some, and I was going to make some, but now I don't have to. And I do really think this is going to be like the most beautiful cowl. Very, very soft. I've never heard of these guys. The Moon and Sixpence. Can you see the Moon and Sixpence? And the color Fudge. Anyway, thank you, Lisa. That was such a sweet thing to do. So sweet. I cannot tell you. I'm feeling better already. So, meanwhile, yesterday we made our lamb shanks in red wine sauce, which turned out to be delicious. Now, Dennis had smoked the shanks, and that wasn't enough to like, you know, make them super tender. So we decided to modify the timing a little bit, but basically recook them. And they were delicious. Absolutely delicious. Now, I could tell that they had been smoked. I'm not sure that I would prefer them smoked. But, they, you know, there's some kind of big machine at somebody's house that keeps backing up and beeping with its backup beeper. And the dogs are very annoyed by that. Or they want me to know what's happening. They're afraid I won't notice. Anyway. That's why they're barking. So we did that. I forget what else I did. Oh, the cleaners came, so I was outside with the dogs so that they could do their thing, so the house is clean. That's always nice. Oh, the other thing that happened was Dennis had found water in the basement, and we haven't had rain in quite some time, so it didn't make any sense that we had water in the basement. So he figured there's got to be a problem with the sewer pipe, because that's about where it was happening. So the guy came yesterday and said, yeah, I think the pipe inside the wall is cracked. Like they have a joint inside the wall. We have a cinder block wall in our basement. And when they put the sewer pipe in, they put a joint inside the wall. Who does that? Why would you do that? Anyway, so tomorrow we are at 8:30 in the morning. We are having people come to get a hole in our basement wall and start digging in our front. But we are hoping that, we had the landscaper came a couple weeks ago and recontoured the land. We haven't had a big rain since then, so we're not sure if that worked. But if we get this, if this has been contributing to the water in our basement, it's probably not a very big crack, and Dennis's guess is that it's the pressure when our filtering system and our that we have on our pump, we have very, very red water straight out of the well. It's full of iron, and so we have a very elaborate filtration system and water softening system, and it flushes once a week. And when it does that, it puts a lot of water through the system at high pressure for quite some time. So as each thing cycles, it, you know. So anyway, he's hoping that pressure from that water is when it leaks the most, and that happened on Monday. I know, because I got up at 7:30, which I typically do not, and it was still, the very end of it was still going. So it did its thing on Monday, and then Tuesday he found water. And, you know, Wednesday I called. Today is Thursday. Tuesday I called. They came on Wednesday. So I'm thinking that water flushing through is what, which means it's clean water. We weren't smelling anything, so it means it's clean water that's coming into our wall. So we're hoping this might solve our, between the landscaping on the outside and fixing this crack, might solve our wet basement problem. We would be very happy about that. Let me tell you, it's been, I mean, we've lived in this house for 20 years. Meanwhile, so they're coming tomorrow morning at the crack of dawn, 8:30, to start working on that, and that'll be good. So that's the big news. And I'm going to Maryland, New Jersey Sheep and Wool, and hopefully meet up with Marianne and Genevieve and Bob. Marianne and Bob and Genevieve, at least. And if you're there, please hail me and give me a hug. I'm happy, you know, as I told Genevieve, I'm there to meet people and take video content for you guys, you know. And I don't think, I mean, something's going to have to really, really scream at me for me to buy yarn, I have to say. Because, to be honest, the last yarn I bought at my yarn shop, and how long ago was that? Several months ago, right? Time is flying. That bag is still in the dining room. I haven't even taken it up into my stash yet. You know. So I'm not buying more yarn. And besides, I have a cowl to make. Oh, and I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of this gorgeousness. This will not be a cowl. I don't think I can make this into mitts for Dennis because, it's such a shame. I'm on the sunny side. I'm on the sunny side. So it looks so beautiful. Can you can you see how gorgeous that is? Anyway, I think it has to be mitts. I think it has to be mitts. So who else can I make mitts for? Of course, you know, you could always have 2 pairs of mitts, right? Anyway, in her letter she says, you know, that she made them, and you know, not, of course, knowing my size. So I hope she's like, I hope it fits somebody there. I'm like, hello, I am not giving these to anybody. Too bad it's so hot. They would get a lot of use though. So several of these things will be sitting next to my chair, ready to be used when the time comes. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go and start my day, and I don't know what oh, I forgot. I finished my book yesterday that I had started the day before, and I read another book by the same author, and her name is Catherine Shellman. And I forget what the full title of The Nightingale, something at the Nightingale by Catherine Shellman. And then I put a hold on the next one because I want to find out what happens at the Nightingale more. which is set during Prohibition in New York City. But I started her other series she had, which is set in Regency, London. And the first book that I just finished, I really liked it, was called A Body in the Garden. And I got the second book of that series, and it's called Silence in the Library. And I'm going to be reading that today, I think. And I watched The Labors of Hercules, which is one of the Poirot's. It's the second to last one. Tonight it's Curtains, which is the last Poirot. And then we're going to move on to something else. I think we're just having a little trouble following. I mean, The Labors of Hercules is the most convoluted, ridiculous, plot. So convoluted. So ridiculous. In my mind. She was having trouble following it. I'm like, Aura, I don't blame you. So we'll see what we'll do Miss Marple next, because I have all the Joan Hicks and Miss Marples. And then after that, we shall see. But tonight, it's Curtains. And I'll knit. I promise I'll work on my hood. Meanwhile, please take good care of yourselves. Please, please stay safe and stay sane.